They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And let's take a look at the Texans' offense.
Have no idea what they're putting in the food in the Martin household, but they've developed two terrific offensive linemen. Brother Zach, a perennial all-pro at guard with the Dallas Cowboys, but Nick, no slouch at center for the Houston Texans. He sets the tone for their offensive line. He's the pivot up front.
On second down now, it's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he's going to go deep down the left. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A big-time play there for the Texans. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They run with Ajayi. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. A good pickup there of 20 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Now Luck. He's going to fire one. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time. Here's Luck. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are first out of the scoreboard here this afternoon. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Let's go,
Hard to believe, but the regular season's starting to draw to a close. We've got the final Sunday night game of the year coming up later tonight. Matt Nagy and the Bears hosting his mentor, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be a good one from Frigid Soldier Field. And then tomorrow night, the final Monday night game of the year, Packers and Vikings from Minneapolis. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 35 on second down, Watson, screen play, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On first down, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On first and 10, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 55. 11.
Throwing again is Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like... And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Watson on first down. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Good stuff. Keep going.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Check it backer, check it backer.
The final shot before the break. Luck. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. So we've hit half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendency.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And now we'll hook up downfield on second down. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Watson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That good for 22 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Locke. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Levante David in on the tackle. Back now in Tampa. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Andy Isabella with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. From the 30 on second down, Luck. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Ajayi. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 40 now on second down, Luck. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Luck. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jay Ajayi, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. Now he's flushed out left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 20, 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, 49 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Mickens to return. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Throwing now, Luck. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Back to throw, Luck. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now Luck. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, it's another win for